How people endure the shelling and destruction defies belief. Russian artillery has almost completely destroyed the town of Bakhmut. Most of the 70,000 people who lived here have fled. It's even rare to see Ukrainian soldiers in the open, exposed to shelling on the streets.
When we talk
about the direction of Bakhmut, we're talking about the whole front line. They're trying to get into the city from every direction, from the north, from the east, and the south.
The intensification of the shelling of Bakhmut is obvious. Russian forces are about a kilometre in that direction. The Ukrainian military is scared now that because Russian forces have made such great gains around Solidar in the north, they're now trying to completely encircle the city.
As we walk back up the street, more rounds explode close by. We begin filming, and two more come in, around 100 yards away. We run for cover.
Let's get in here.
Our camera on the car dashboard captured the moment two of what's believed to have been 120mm mortars slammed into a residential building across the street. The force of the blast broke the windscreen. It's a similar story on the other side of town. The Ukrainian army are moving to push back a Russian advance from the southeast.
The situation is quite intense all around Bakhmut. We have information that the Russians have sent reinforcements toward the city.
Ukrainian artillery fires from nearby fields. The battle for Bakhmut is intensifying by the day. Charles Strafford, Al Jazeera, Bakhmut.
People in the central Ukrainian city of Dnipro have paid tribute to the victims of a Russian missile strike. They laid wreaths and placed candles at the destroyed apartment building. At least 40 people were killed. The mayor says there is little chance any more survivors will be found. The UN Human Rights Commission says 7,000 civilians have been killed in Ukraine since the beginning of the war. Let's go straight to Natasha Butler, who is live for us in Kyiv. Natasha, those are pretty grim statistics, aren't they?
Grim statistics, and look, just another sobering reminder of the toll that this war is taking on ordinary people. More than 7,000 civilians, say the UN, have been killed in this war so far. That includes children, it includes teenagers. Also, more than 11,000 people have been injured. And what the UN says is that most of these injuries and most of these deaths were caused by weapons, by artillery, shelling and airstrikes. Now, the UN report doesn't attribute responsibility, but there is no doubt in the minds of most Ukrainians that this is the work of Russian forces. Moscow, since it first invaded in February last year, has continued to say that it does not target civilian infrastructure or the civilian population. But just on Saturday, an 11-meter-long ballistic missile slammed into an apartment block in Dnipro in central Ukraine. The mayor there says that the hope of finding any survivors now is really fading, and has pretty much faded, I should say. But dozens of people were killed there, including a 15-year-old girl, dozens of people injured. In fact, just on Monday, Sweden, that currently is currently the head of the EU's rotating presidency, has said that what happened in Dnipro is surely a war crime.
Many thanks for that. Natasha Butler there for us live in Kyiv.